Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming in this rainy weather. My name is Kinga Redłowska, and I'm program manager at RUSI Europe, working for the Center for Financial Crime and Security Studies, also known as CFCS. The center specializes in the intersection between finance and global security. And our team, based in London, but also here in Brussels, covers a number of topics such as sanctions, counter-terrorist financing, or finance and the statecraft. And one of the topics that we work on aims to strengthen supervising and monitoring Ukraine's reconstruction funds. The devastating impact of Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine is yet to be fully comprehended. However, what is clear is that the country will require substantial international aid to proceed with its reconstructions once hostilities cease. And the need for massive flows of funds into Ukraine leaves the door open to the discussion on the effective and adequate management of these incoming funds. In this regard, the risk of corruption and leakage of international funds is significant. Ensuring effective controls on corruption and financial mismanagement by the country's public sector is an evident prerogative that is expected by international donors. However, these traditional control systems that we call the first line of defense against corruption have repeatedly proven to be insufficient in similar post-conflict reconstruction scenarios. The reason for this lies in the fact that those responsible for identifying, investigating, and prosecuting corruption are those who are in position to benefit from this activity. This is a key example of the risks that illicit finance pose to national security. And for this reason, RUSI Europe and the Center for Financial Crime and Security Studies, together with Ukraine's Better Regulation Delivery Office, BRDO, partnered to reinforce what we called the second line of defense against corruption and kleptocracy. Ukrainian civil society, which we view as the second line of defense, can and must play an essential role in monitoring the adequate allocation and expense of international investments by the public sector. And actors such as civil society activists, investigative reporters, and financial experts are a key second line of defense against these illicit practices by, in an independent manner, monitoring the appropriate management of funds, investigating possible malpractice and corruption cases, and publicly prosecuting those involved. As a part of our project Supervising and Monitoring Ukraine's Reconstruction Funds, also known as SMURF, we have brought to Brussels a cohort of leading Ukrainian anti-corruption activists and investigative journalists working closely with the Ukrainian government on transparency and accountability in Ukraine's reconstruction. Our 9 fellows are outstanding representatives of Ukrainian civil society, organizations such as RUSI Ukraine, BRDO, and investigative media outlets such as OCCRP. This visit aims at empowering them in effective monitoring of international aid allocations for Ukraine's reconstruction and advocating for Ukraine's interest. This week, the cohort will meet key stakeholders here in Brussels, and next week, they will meet various stakeholders in London. And you will hear today their on-the-ground experience with shaping the institutional design for transparent and accountable reconstruction management and with investigating corruption. So first, we will deep dive into the institutional design, and we will hear excellent speakers. The one and only our partner in crime for this project, Alexei Dorogan, who is the CEO at the Better Regulation Delivery Office, and also co-founder of RUSI Ukraine Coalition. Tom Keating, who is the director of the Center for Financial Crime and Security Studies at RUSI. Victor Nestula, who is the head of Ukraine Support, Open Contracting Partnership, and also chair of RUSI Ukraine Coalition. And last but not least, Manfredas Limantas from DG NIR at the European Commission. And the first session will be moderated by Maria Golubeva, who is currently a researcher at Robert Bosch Academy. Then we will have a short coffee break, and we will encourage you to speak to our fellows and the cohort. After that, we will hear out investigative journalists in a session moderated by Alice Stolly-Meyer, the executive director of Defend Democracy. And we will hear Ross Higgins from Bellingcat, Anna Mironiuk, investigative journalist from the Kiev Independent Media, and Alisa Yuchenko, investigative journalist from Blix Info. Without further ado, I will ask now Maria and the speakers of the first panel to take their seats, and we are ready to start with the first session.